2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Here we are at the Genesis Invitational, one of the top events each year on the schedule. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. Hi, I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam. It's been great to have your company here. And Rich, we're into the final round now. What's our next player dealing with as they get it underway?
Should be a lot of nerves. They got the lead. They've been sleeping on it overnight. That is never an easy thing to do. Almost an uncomfortable situation at times, but they are playing well, so they have that confidence going into the final round. But this is going to be a tough afternoon ahead.
Well, it's set up for an exciting event. Can't wait to get into this. That's a good-looking shot there. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
And he's holed it. What a shot.
Can you believe this? This is right out of fantasy land. Holding out from that distance. What a shot!
And now that finds him in first place. This hole's a tough two-shotter, a long par 4.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Time for the second shot here on the second hole. That should find the surface.
Well, they've got their eye locked in. Look at that approach shot against Ricky Fowler as well.
A birdie putt awaits. Oh, what a super shot.
That sets a positive tone for the player, doesn't it?
Currently in first position. We've arrived at a par 4.
Luke, coming off a birdie at the last hole, this player finally is making something happen. Looking forward to the next hole, but danger lurks if they're not careful.
Time for the second shot into the third. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. Outstanding approach shot.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
8 feet to the cup.
He's staring down a birdie putt here. It's looking solid.
Ooh, that looks like a pure stroke.
I like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
He's currently sitting in first place. Here we are at the 4th hole.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Well, that's well played, and a great birdie opportunity coming up here at the 4th. Yeah, it's a lovely putt to make for birdie. Take some pride in that one. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Another birdie opportunity coming up for this player.
Always a good way to start. Let's see where they go from here.
Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. And with that, that's their 4th birdie.
Setting the tone early in this round.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling.
What an incredible design this is, and it really just takes this green and it makes it into a section of 4. The back right, the front right, front left, and back left, they all have their unique features to it, and that all is due to the simple fact that that bunker, which is tiny, minuscule, almost not even there, it basically shapes that green into the 4 quadrants. It is just an amazing design.
It's on a good line. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. Our leader really starting to gap the field now. Their advantage is 9 shots. Teeing off here at the 7th.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it, but again, you push it a little bit and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
This is one of those great ball striking displays, fairways and greens. A pleasure to watch.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Let's see what happens here at the 8th. This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. Second shot here on the 8th. Oh, this one's right down the pipe. Well, that's well played into birdie range here at the 8th. This putt right on 10 feet. A good one to make. And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead. Leading by a potentially insurmountable 11 strokes after that one. Not sure why I said potentially. Here we go. We're beginning the 9th hole now.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. Well, that's beautifully judged. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
It starts off on a good line.
Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card.
John, what's going on out there?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Ricky Fowler as he gets set for his next shot here on the 18th. And this is the look for birdie.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Yes, but if they start thinking about it, that's where the danger happens. They have to keep their head down and keep playing on the front foot if they want to see this thing home.
Great drive. Let's hope that makes it all the way to the surface. And this shot from the bunker. Whew. Don't give him praise, just look with admiration. That's serious talent. Oh, well played. Aren't you an expert in the bunker? Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. Oh, that's a great save. What an effort.
Yeah, in the bunker off the tee. Great recovery.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Welcome to the tee at this par 5 hole.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Second shot here on the 11th.
Man, oh man, from way downtown, hits the flag.
A big opportunity with an eagle putt. Yes, they've made it. Still in the lead now after that hole. Well, that's huge momentum they're bringing to this hole. Coming off the eagle, time to hit another good drive.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
That's a terrific shot and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the 12th. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. This hole here is a par 4.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Opting for the 9-iron. Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Wow, what a shot.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Nice line. And down it goes. So that's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
And now that finds him in first place. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Luke, this is a very simple hole in my mind, but for the mere mortals who are playing this game, it can be difficult because this green is not deep, but it's certainly wide, and it does tilt from right to left at a pretty good clip. Historically, it's not the easiest par 3 on this golf course, but for me, I think different.
Come on, sit. That's a wonderful shot here at the 14th and sets up a chance for birdie. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly.
This is their look at birdie.
Looks good.
Always nice to hold those for a birdie. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Well, let's get amongst this 15th hole.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
This one is all over it.
That's a great shot here at the 15th and sets up a look for birdie. 4 feet to the cup. Well played.
And a nice feeling it must be to have that sizable of a lead coming down the stretch.
And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
And now striding onto the tee of this par 3 hole.
It's an island green, if you can believe that. It's surrounded by bunkers. I think this is another one of the all-time great designs. It's only about 160 yards, Luke, but the whole green is surrounded by bunkers. Everything feeds towards the center and the front of this green once it gets on there. I just think this is a magnificent design. If you hit it in any one of those bunkers, making a par will be nearly impossible.
That's inside the range. Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look. and maintaining top spot on the leaderboard. After that,
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
here we are at the 17th tee.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A.
Wow, was that a massive drive there. Holy cow.
Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
That's frustrating. No, that's too bad. Lining up the birdie putt here. The putt drops, and we're moving on. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going.
The lead is getting bigger and bigger.
And a chance to ice the tournament here. Holding the lead, playing the last. Well, that's a handy shot. And this shot from about 150 yards out. Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf. And this is why they put in hours and hours of practice. A putt to win it all.
This one's tracking.
Well, a spectacular week comes to a close. Congratulations to the Genesis Invitational winner, Riviera, the home of your champion.
It was a Hollywood ending for this winner. What a performance all week long.
That was an outstanding start by this player, Rich, and they've gone on to victory. What a way to win.
Luke, it's always fun to see a player when they are in full flight as they were this week. It was a blast to watch. Unbelievable job all around.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.